We are live. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. How is everybody doing tonight? All one person in the room? Tim, how's it going? Lorraine, how are you? Megan Gomez in the house. Anime Reyes. My trusty assistant is here. Lorraine Pajaras. How's everything in your world? Charmaine 2. Charmaine 1. Sekbuchi is here. How's everybody doing this evening? Thanks for showing up. Hey, I've been sick. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe this illness. It's nothing that I have ever experienced before, uh, that I can recall anyway. I mean, I've had bouts of stomach flu, but nothing like this. I'm still going through it. The things that have changed that make me think that I'm getting better. And I'll talk about Mammy in a moment. She's in a different place. Uh, is that I stopped having stomach cramps. You know, they're not serious, painful cramps that make you cripple over, double over in pain, saying, "Please take me now, Lord. If you're going to take me now." Not that sort of pain. It's a dull, achy, persistent pain that keeps you awake at night, that allows fatigue and frustration to build inside you. You know, it's that sort of a thing. You become so fatigued that you can't really, it limits your ability to do anything except want to rest. Uh, Larice is here. Hi, Larice. It became very, very lethargic, you know. Jaylen is here. And yeah, it's not a good feeling because it could be a simple thing or it could be something very, very serious. And so I'm still suffering from that fatigue end of it. It has not gone away. It's sort of like missing the feeling, sort of like missing, I don't know, several nights sleep or going on a long journey, a plane flight, and then you have the never ending jet lag. It takes weeks, weeks, and weeks in order for you to recover from. That's what I'm going through right now. This is Mabel Torres is here, Princess Sarah, Renzel Ann, and one of my favorite people in the whole world, but not number 69, although it is her favorite number, Larice. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Happy 4K. How did I miss that? Ryder Adventures here. Yen Irene is here. So Prissy's here. We're going to be I just wanted to come on and talk to you a little bit. We're going to be drawing. Let me talk. That's what's going on with me. And so, you know, it's sort of a frustrating thing to have to go through. And so I did everything. So I didn't run to the doctor, but I mobilized my own team. Hey, Nipan, you're in Udantani. That's fantastic. What are you doing there? What the heck are you doing there? X Jerks is in the house. Pressy Manzanero is here with their daughter in the profile picture. Beth Beltran is here. Hi, Beth. How are you? Smiling, giggling as usual, I hope. Yeah. So, let me set all that talk about what's going on with me aside for a moment. Let's talk about Man Mini. She had stuff that they were actually able to dial in, you know, the obvious stuff that you can see, feel, you could put in a petri dish and grow it. Those are much easier things to have to deal with because once you find out what you're suffering from, then you just throw antibiotics at it. She was lucky enough that brother-in-law Jell knew an ENT, a well-trained ENT in town, and so she made an appointment with that ENT, that's ear, nose, and throat doctor, specialized training. And they had a fiber optic scope, a medical scope. And right there in the office, she busts out her scope, and she has the whole Bluetooth Blu-ray thing going on. Melanie, hi Melanie, Lizabelle, Manolo, how are you? What do you know? Uh, and they shove that thing down her throat and up her nose and in her ear and other orifices. They like to do that. And they were able to identify several things that were going on with her. We didn't know she had complained about these things before. As you know, we went to the doctor in Thailand and she got temporary relief from some of the symptoms. But it turns out that the doctor was was not paying as close attention as I thought and missed all these other obvious signs of bacterial infection. Oh no, she has 3 days fever. Well, this weather sucks. I just saw Mel. By the way, I know you have your baby to take care of, but I just wanted to say she's beautiful, and I love seeing the video right now. I just watched it before live here, of her smiling and you playing with her in front of the camera. I think that's fantastic. Not meeting any girl's family that I can assure you of. On my way to a new country tomorrow. I will cross the land border to Laos. Oh, great, great. Nitban, they're saying that countries like Laos and especially Cambodia have to be looked at a little bit closer for future expat landing spots. You probably already know that. So I don't know if that's if you're going to Laos to meet a Laotian girl or not. But yeah, you could fill me in the chat later. You could fill me in a PM later and let me know what you discover in Laos. But I know that I know I have some friends that are planning a trip into Cambodia. As you know, we talked about it when we were in Pattaya, that Bambini and I have yet to be in Angkor Wat, to visit Angkor Wat. And that's one of the must do's before you die. And since I ain't getting any younger and appear to be getting sicker as I get older, well, then I better get on my way and get the hell over there. Yeah. Marion Salonga is here. Marion, thanks so much for being here. So I've got to tell you, I got the most intelligent group, insightful group of people on this planet. Tim Deziak is in the house. Tim said hi earlier. Tim, I didn't mean to miss you. Alien Cruise officials here. All right. So anyway, let's see. So anyway, they were able to grow her bacteria in a petri dish, and then bombard it with K-Flex, I guess they call it for short, or Cipro antibiotic, either one of those two, and that took out her infection, or it seems to be doing the job. She has other things going on, like a polyp that appeared up her nostril that may require surgery, but they gave her some medication to see if they could make that go away. Okay, so Mel's preparing herbal medication. Okay, let me know if you need anything, Mel. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so anywho. So with me, nothing shows up. I didn't go to the doctor because there's no specialist. This requires a doctor with a practice in internal medicine, and you know how that goes. You know how that goes here in Bye City. I would have to go north to Ormoc or quite possibly Cebu. But whatever you do, don't go to the hospital in Bye City. So instead, since we have a lot of friends that are in the medical profession here, just like back home in the States, I gathered them all up, right? I gathered everybody up, and I said, okay, here's what I'm suffering from. Mobilize, and talk amongst yourself and tell me what the treatment plan is. So they came together. Yeah, we had a midwife, a phlebotomist, a professor of agriculture at Visayas University. We had a phlebotomist, a teacher, we had a whole bunch of people, a pharmacist, uh, a couple other technicians, and they came together with a plan, right? Everybody came to the same conclusion. And so we went off. I never had to leave the house. All my samples that need to go to the lab were taken there at the house and then taken over to the lab. And taken in the morning and then by the afternoon, anime results would come back. Each time we did this, negative, negatory, nothing, no bacteria, no parasites, no nothing, no E. coli, no salmonella. Not that I'd want or enjoy having experienced any of those things. I don't think you would want to go through that, Lexia vlog. I don't think so at all. Nor Nicole or Sailor Moon. No, I wouldn't wish this on anybody having to go through this. No way. So anyway, 27 million people in the house. So anyway, so the only thing to do was to make sure I don't die from dehydration. So that means we had to hang a couple of bags of Ringer's lactate. I think, man, even though I asked her not to, she posted some kind of, oh, we have 30. All right, looks like we're going to draw soon. So, they were inserting. So I actually only end up with one bag of Ringers. Ringers is for rehydration. And then I have cases sitting here of Gatorade, and we also have a cocoa water, natural coconuts, right, ready to go. And I got the crystals. What are those crystals? Oh, Imodium crystals. Anything to stop the bleeding, stop the loss of water. That was the whole thing. So it was like somebody opened up the dam. I don't know if this has ever happened to anybody in here. I hope to God not. But I was voiding water from all orifices. It was an ugly sight. You never want to void water from any orifice. And so this goes on up until just yesterday or the day before, where I start feeling like we've hit a turning point. And I start noticing changes physiologically. But the first instance that you start noticing that something is going on is that when the brain tells you, it sends you a signal and it says, hey, I think we're turning the corner. So I think we're turning the corner. By the way, I do apologize for coughing into the mic. It can't be helped. And the dust. I have a lot of dust in my throat. And so Minnie's doing great. The antibiotics started to work right away. Me, there's nothing to give me. I just started, the pores just started opening up, and well, I don't know if it shows in camera, really. I don't know how much you could tell in camera view, but I have lost a considerable amount of weight, and this is not a good thing when it happens this fast. This is not a very, very good thing. Very good is here. Very good, very good. Sir Luke in the house. Sir Luke, welcome, welcome, welcome. Chang Che is here. And anyway, and so of course, when this happens, especially when the fatigue sets in, Dakar is here. The one thing I'm not going to be thinking, oh, gee, I better get out there today. I would just have to post one that said the same thing as the last one I posted, and that's it. I am sick. Yeah, I don't even have, at this point, Tim, I don't even have an urge to even take a bite out of any kind of donut, be it a Bavarian cream or not even one of Larissa's delicious favorites from Krispy Kreme. Yeah. No, I have no urge. I haven't even had a cup of coffee in that period of time. Of course, you can't drink coffee. That would just be silly, because if you drink coffee, Smash, you know what's going to happen. Smash is here. You know, if you drink coffee, it just is going to come pouring out the same way it went in. So you can't do the whole thing's ugly. I cannot describe it to you. I will not describe it to you any further. But let's talk about something else. Let's change gears before I call for Mam Mini. One of the other things that is yeah, I got to get used to reading on my phone. Let me grab my phone here. Oh yeah. Oh, how come my thing is not rotating? Be nice. Don't answer that. That was a rhetorical question. Oh, who else is here? X Jerks hanging in there with us. Charmaine, Pressy Manzanero, one of my favorite people. Sir Luke, may the force be with you. So yeah, change gears. Oh, I don't know if you Filipinos here have discovered that it's nicer, seems to work out a little bit better if you take your showers in the afternoon as opposed to in the morning. But it kind of suits me a little bit better. I mean, because it has all day in order to, warm up because it's running down that PVC pipe or that hose, right? What do you call it here? I can't remember what we call it in the States, but anyway, it's coming down. The flex, the hardy flex. No, that's siding. Listen, we have the same stuff in the States, right? All plumbing is done now with these hoses. They're blue, they're red, white, and blue. The hot is the red, the blue is the cold, and the white line is what? The main feed line. Well, anyway, some of them run on the surface, at least we have city water. So for at least 6 or 8 feet from the meter to the house, it's running down the road on the surface for at least 6 or 8 feet. That means that, and then it goes underground, then pops back up and hooks into our water pressure regulator and all that. The motorized water pressure booster, which I'm the only one that uses that. I'm the only one that ever complains there's not enough water pressure. But that couple degrees temperature, because it's running on the surface, it's like a solar water heater. The sun has time to heat that water up, and then it travels down underground. And by the time it hits the shower in the afternoon, it is lukewarm, right? It's warm. And so it's warm that you don't get that initial, jolt, because as I don't know if weather's been the same. 36 million people in the house. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being fans of the Dan. But can you imagine? I mean, it's been so hot and cold here. It's amazing people aren't falling over dead left and right. By the way, that's what I started thinking about. So this is how it's going to end for you, huh, Dan? This is how it's going to end. Think about it. You start getting a certain age. I mean, it's a crapshoot every day you wake up. I mean, it is for everybody, right? So, but when you start getting older, you start thinking about this stuff more and more. Oh yeah. So here's how it's gonna end. Waking up dead in a pool of my own human waste one morning. Yeah, Dan did not make it to his 67th birthday. Oh, it's a morbid thought. I know. That's how I think. That's how a lot of my older friends think. I realize that may not be the way that the majority of the population think, but that's the way that I think. So I thought, so of course, when stuff like that happens, you don't want to fall asleep, right? Because you're like, what if I don't wake up? What if I don't wake up? What if I don't wake up? What if this is it? And then you start having very strange dreams. Anyway. Well, I'm sorry to have to talk about this around dinner time. Hey, by the way, what was the other thing I wanted to say? Warm showers in the afternoon are better than cold showers in the morning. That was the point that I was trying to make, in my humble opinion. That I've only been hanging around in the Philippines for a couple of years now. So, what would I possibly know about province life? Right. And so I'm weakening as we move forward here. I'm starting to weaken. And so, as many of you know, when the electrician was here, they come over. He come over and did a really clean job stringing these outlets where we needed them, so we didn't have to run extension cords everywhere. And he was careful enough to make sure he wasn't loading up or overloading up any breakers. So when he ran into a problem, he came to me, and we sorted it out. We sorted out a way to work it out. Very intelligent guy, knew what he was doing, and we did while he was here. I did have him run a 20 amp breaker, a 20 amp line, number 12 or 14. I don't know which one, whichever one it takes. Number 10, number 12. I can't remember now. A little bit thicker line to the bathroom, and to put in the waterproof outlet, just in case. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, because so far taking showers in the afternoon is fine. But let's say it continues to be hot and cold like this, ridiculous weather. Megan, I don't know how you deal with this, but let's say that we continue to get this ridiculous weather, and it keeps going hot and cold and hot and cold. And EMC is here. Hey, by the way, somebody told me that they can't even remember the last time that it rained in March here in Bye City Leyte, but it rained here today. And it's very, very frustrating for a lot of people. I mean, is it climate change? Is it just our unlucky, our unlucky weather change? I mean, what is it? Is it a pattern that's happening? Pattern of change, or it's just coinkydink? I don't know, but it has everybody on pins and needles, and obviously some of your children are sick, because you've relayed that to me. Several of you have. And well, yes, of course, if it weren't more fun in the Philippines, then we wouldn't be here. But I'm hearing, and this is anecdotal, and don't take my word for it. I'm just the messenger. Ferdy Gaming's here. Thank you, Ferdy. But the truth be told, if it's true, anyway, is what I meant to say, is that it's quite possible that people are finding other places to call home. And that could be the reason behind channels that did 300,000 and 400,000 views every video they posted about the Philippines. They're starting to decline. They're starting to decline in view counts. And so I pay attention to stuff like this, and I doubt very, very much that it has anything to do with the personality profile. If you had 300,000 or 400,000 people, precious heart, and they were watching your video before, and now they're not watching it now, but you have not changed your content, right? LV, LV, LV. You're number one, not number two. Don't ever change. The weather is controlled by a woman. They cannot make up their mind. And you know what's scary is that God may very well be a woman. That terrifies me. Because if God turns out to be a woman, then I'm going to hell for sure. That is, if she is a merciful God, I'll be going to hell. Oh, you remember now. Thank you so much. We'll check that out, Elvie. Thank you. I think I have 2 members, right? Don't I have, now I have you and I have Anna Mae. Thank you so much. Oh, you want to know about the monetization thing. All right, let's skip over to that. Anyway, I was just saying that no. What's going on in YouTube has nothing to do. Listen, people there's so much, there's so many changes going on in the world, and people are at a high stress level. It's not, it isn't 2020 again when we were all locked up. I mean, but Mertz is here. Hi, Mertz. But you know something? Mertz, thank you very much for your super thanks or your super chat or the super duper. I saw that message today. Thanks so much. Anna G, busy in her baby. Okay. Good evening, Sir Dan Man, Minnie, Manolin. Welcome, welcome. All right. So, no, it doesn't have anything to do with that. Well, that's true. I won't have to worry about being cold. Yeah. There's no need for natural gas in hell. Crystals is here. Crystals was so fun to work with, you know. Let it go. Let it go. I crack up. Every time I see that video, I have to add it in if I can. Oh, I love it so much. Nitban is a new member. Yay! Thanks so much. Oh, let it go. Not again. Yeah, but everybody's talking about it. All right, so I digress. I progress. I digress. Let's talk about it because everybody is now, but you guys will know that Dan was the first. Now, all the big time YouTubers are jumping on the bandwagon. And what are they talking about? One, multi-generational housing. Two, the government knocking on your door saying, we'll pay you money if you house one of our homeless people. Ta-da! So now it's happening. So now what? Now do you believe that Dan has a crystal ball? I am the all-knowing, the all-seeing. I'm the Johnny Carson of the prediction world here in the Philippines. I never thought that I would be on your videos. I was in shock and do laugh out loud seeing myself that way. It's hilarious. You should do. I'm going to get with you. We're going to do more of these. It's just too fun. Come up with some ideas. Share them with me. If any others have some ideas, you share them. Mildred, a new member. Yay. Oh, it's turned into a membership drive. Bro, Django is here. I love that name. They don't have enough money to pay me for that. Yeah. But it's like I said, Tim, the other shoe has yet to drop because all they're waiting for is to get enough denials. And then, boom, guess what happens? They pass a new law that says you don't have a choice. If you have an empty room, you must rent it. And here's the whole thing. Here's the interesting thing. You can mitigate this simply by making sure you fill up. Madeline, thank you for the membership. Thank you so much. You can mitigate it by just making sure that each one of your rooms is filled in by a family member. That's all you got to do. Oh, what did Ronald Reagan say about the scariest words known to any U.S. citizen? I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Those are terrifying words, but they're going to become knocking on your door soon, and they're going to be saying, "And you think this isn't happening in the Philippines?" But oh yes, it is. Let me tell you something. I'll give you more details in a video on that, but I want to tell you something else. Right now in the United States, in over 200 major cities, they're giving away free money. And so without any obligation as to how you spend it, there's no obligation how you spend it, and there's no income requirements. Yeah, Phil. Well, yeah, I think you could get away with that. Yeah, fill up the bedrooms with your girlfriends. Fill up at least one bedroom with your girlfriends. How about that, Tim? Yeah, so 200 major cities right now are experimenting with universal income. And so universal basic income is coming to a country near you. And is the Philippines going to be part of it? My guess would be, of course it is. Of course it is. I mean, you guys invented Gcash and all that other stuff here. You invented the tokenization of the money. Hardly people don't even carry money around, right, Mark? Mark, they don't even carry money around anymore, right? They just use Gcash and PayPal. That's what I was going to talk about. I still don't have mine up and running. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to I have a really intelligent gal who works here in the local government. Oh, what? What do you mean, Tim? You found a new house to move into? Are you serious? I thought you had a solid relationship with your landlord. I thought you were going to be living there forever. I thought you had like a 100-year lease or something. Abby is here. Hi, Abby G. How you be? Thank you so much, Anna May. Byron de Paperos here. Hello. My Gcash is not working tonight, and mine is not, and probably won't be forever. But I'm going to get it running. It's inconvenient. Anime has been very good about it. I hope she'll do it again tonight. But whoever wins, I don't know. She won last time, right? She won one of the prizes. I hope she'll do it again for me tonight. That I could send. If you take UBI, you're so screwed. Yeah, the way Peter, the way that they control you is that allocation of government money. If you pay me, if you send money to my phone and I don't have to do anything for it, you don't ask anything of me. It just appears the first of every month. So, oh, see, is that economic related, Tim? Is it part of this downturn that we're going through? Uh, then you're going to do whatever they say. That's the whole thing, right, Peter? So who's ever sending you the money? I mean, most people they don't think about it that way. But if the government, for example, if President Biden said, okay, we're sending everybody $1,000 in let's say September, spend it any which way you can, any way you can, we don't care. Oh, remember to cast your vote for me on election day. Would you consider that to be election interference? Or would you just not give a damn because a man just gave you $1,000 and didn't ask anything in return except for the vote? I mean, it's gonna wreak all kinds of havoc. Or if they come to your house and they say, listen, you're taking the SBI money, you're gonna have to do this in return. And at first, it probably won't be such a big favor that they'll ask, at first. Yeah. So is there evil afoot? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that it is. Remember I was telling you that I'm a fan of oh yeah, just don't beat me. Remember I was just telling you that I'm a fan of it to a certain degree because people aren't going to have work. AI are going to take over good portions of the job. Right. And so if AI, artificial intelligence, is running everything, oh, geez, I hope it runs government a lot better than the bureaucrats that I know. Well, then what the heck? Cash for votes is normal in the Philippines. Yes, it's not against the law. But is it election interference? I don't think. I'm not sure. I suppose it's up to you. But I like the idea of universal income because people need money. So in some countries, Nipan says they give out cheap liquor to buy votes, but in America we use, and I missed it. He disappeared. What do they give out? Oh yeah, we use green money. Yeah, in the terms of stimulus. And I have this to say to you: I have something that needs to be stimulated. How much will that cost me? I do apologize. That was so stupid, but that's what the economy and American politics seems to be. Those are the changes seem to be occurring. And so they're going to happen really, really fast. They're happening really fast. This token system, it's just you have to do this one step at a time. Slowly but surely get people used to taking the free money. There's nothing wrong with it. You're not asking them anything in return, not now anyway. Yeah, we may later. Are you a party loyalist, Jose? ASDG. Of course, I'm joking. So anyway, that's new world stuff, that we have to be prepared for. And why it makes sense for me is simply because there aren't going to be enough jobs to be filled, and so you can't, put so many stressors on the population of people that they have nowhere to turn except disorder and crime and disorder and crime, more disorder. You'd have Haiti as a result. So that's where I'm at with that. All right. There are probably a million other things that I want to talk about, and you guys don't want to hear about it probably right now, right? Because you're focusing on the money. So I'm just saying I'm going to get somebody to help me square away the Gcash thing. I'll do that within a few days, and then hopefully Anime will be kind enough she might tell me to go pound sand. She might, if I ask her to transfer money again to the winner. But I am going to do that unless the winner that we pulled tonight has a PayPal account. Then just send me that PayPal link directly to my PM through Facebook. If you don't know what my Facebook, where to find me there, ask somebody. And they say, well, or send them the link, just ask around, and eventually the message gets back to me, that you're trying to send me a message, you're trying to find me. It all works out. I don't stress about it anymore. All right. So, Minnie, are you here? Minnie. Maybe she's listening in the other room. Maybe the dollar is green. Yes, it reminds me of a flower. Right, Nitban? The dollar is green. It's also the color of green. I thought you were going to say, it reminds me of a flower, a blooming idiot. Yeah, come on in here. Say hello to everybody. We're going to draw.
Hi, thank you, Lord. You're back. You're normal.
No, I'm not normal. No.
A little bit, huh?
A little bit.
Hi, everyone.
There you go.
Everybody, how are you?
Oh, wait. Where am I? There you go. There's Ma'am Minnie.
Hello, guys.
All right, who says nothing is free? Yeah, it comes with a price. That's true, Peter. I think the bottom line is it's going to cost us something, but we don't know what that is yet. We have to wait and see to be able to tell the rest of the story. All right. Okay, I have lists over here. I have lists over here in a very, very disorganized thing. But we'll have, for pesos 500, we'll go ahead and have Minnie. Ramir's here. Hi, Ramir. Beck Bucci's hanging in. Dan Normal, when did he change? Yeah, Tim has pointed out I've never been normal. Oh, and my apologies. It is true.
Hi, Justin.
It is true that there are a couple of you whose numbers I know are in here that have never been drawn. And I really don't know if you ever will doing it this way. So if any of you have any other way that you want me to do this, if you want me to do this by creating a wheel, I'll tell you what, let's do it this way. Whoever makes the suggestion has to do the work. So if you come to me and say, let's do the wheel, Dan, let's do the wheel, and we'll spin the wheel. If you know how to do all that, then you want to help me do that, and you feel it may be a more accurate way of doing the draw, then let's do that. We could we could have Minnie be the Filipina Vanna White. You know, we could have Wheel of Fortune music going on in the background. You know, we could make a real production out of it. All right. Okay, let's draw first one. Our first attempt must be present to win. Ronald Fuentes is here. Okay, this number is wait, did you give it away already before I had a chance to look? Was it 91? Number 90. I didn't actually. All right, number 91. Pretty Chismusia. Number 91. Must be present to win. Number 91. Second call out. Must be present to win. By the way, when people disappear, where do they go? I know we've had one or two people pass away, but where else do they go? Number 91. Oh, she's present. So that's somebody's name.
First call out.
All right, first one out of the box is and I'm not sure. I'm not sure you've won before, have you? All right, so we have our winner. We have our winner right off the bat. Pretty Chismusa. Please make sure you send me. Do you have a PayPal account? Make sure you send me a link to my chat, my PM chat through Facebook, or send it to send it to my chat, or maybe if you don't have my Facebook, you can grab it from somebody who's in here. What do you mean she's Crystals? Oh yeah, of course she is. Crystals has a PayPal account. Is it active, Crystals?
Charming.
I forgot. It's been such a long time since I picked you as a winner. All right, folks, that's the way it rolls. If you have another suggestion about the way you want to do this, I remind you, then please feel free. Yeah, now I remember, Crystals. Now I remember. It's been a long time since I pulled that name. That's why I didn't remember. I can't remember everything. Oh no, I'm going senile. Anyway, we have a winner chicken dinner. And it turns out to be Crystals today. Imagine that. And here I am trying to convince her to do another video. And so it looks like I have the advantage on getting my request granted. 500 pesos being given away tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see everybody in a week for another drawing. Take care.
Hi, Mern.
Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
We're out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.